Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to stop losing trades, and I know that's a very complicated topic and there's no definitive answer, but I'm going to be going over my strategy and how I'm going about doing that. Now, I am no expert trader. I only have about a year's experience learning and practicing doing this, but in that time, my basic TA skills have gotten pretty good to the point where I can identify levels of significance, look at the indicators, and most of the time predict what is going to happen, or at least what is most likely to happen next. But even though my TA has been improving drastically, I still struggle with consistently winning trades. And obviously, if you trade, then you know that being good at TA does not equal being a good trader. And I think that the reason that I still struggle with consistently winning trades is mostly due to my emotions interfering with my decision making, either after I've entered a trade or after I've lost a trade, which would be called revenge trading, which is, of course, something you should avoid. But what I've noticed happens more often is my emotions will kind of interfere with my decision making while I'm in a trade. And the way that I try to combat my emotions interfering with my decision making is by being disciplined in the way I trade and sticking to a very strict plan, which is to get a very good, very confident entry based off of price coming to a significant level with indications pointing towards a reversal, and then locking in my trade as soon as possible by taking a little bit of profits out and moving my stop loss to my entry, and also by planning out my other take profits, getting an idea of where I think price should go and placing my take profits accordingly. So then I don't have to worry about my emotions interfering with my decision making because I already did the work. I already planned my take profits and I already locked in the trade. Planning out a trade, waiting for it to come to a specific level and looking at the indications and entering the trade is really only half of the work. The other half is either making sure the decisions of your trade are automated, meaning you have limit orders set already, or making sure that you tend to the trade while you're in it. Now, for an example, there is this Ethereum trade that I took right here. If you were paying attention during this, then this was a pretty obvious entry. Price came down to a pretty significant level. It was the highest volume node of this little range. Plus, if you pull a fib, I'm pretty sure we got to bounce off the 0.5 fib level here. And if you move the bottom of the fib up to this swing low, then it's actually the golden pocket. But the point is, price came to a significant level with a bullish divergence, which is a pretty good confirmation to give you confidence that there's going to be a reversal. And so I entered a trade here, and that is step number one. Price comes to a significant level, you check your indications, you enter a trade. Now, once I enter this trade, the absolute first thing that I do is I plan out how I'm going to lock in this trade. Now, the rule that I follow is I move my stop loss to my entry once I have hit take profit 1, and take profit 1 is always going to be at a spot that we are very likely to hit. Now, in this case, we had the bullish divergences, we had price come to a very significant level, so I could be pretty sure that we were going to get a pretty substantial reaction off it. So I figured a reasonable spot to put my take profit 1 would be the golden pocket of the fib from the top to the bottom, because worst case scenario, we should at least come up to retest the golden pocket, and then if we are going to get a rejection, it is probably going to be from there. So I set take profit 1 at this golden pocket, and we hit take profit 1 very quickly, meaning I was able to put my stop loss at my entry and lock in this trade pretty quickly. And at this point, I am mostly stress-free with this trade. I don't have to worry about going negative with this trade. All I have to worry about is trying to set my take profit 2, take profit 3, and maybe 4 or 5, however many I'm doing, at reasonable spots to try and get the most out of this trade. Now, if I hadn't locked in this trade, then I might have been freaking out a little bit when price started to reverse the other way. And there's a chance that I could have let my emotions get to me, and I might have made a rash decision to close out this trade, even though the higher time frames were showing bullish signs, were showing signs that the move could potentially keep going much further up, and I could have missed out on the meat of this move had I exited this trade due to fear. But since I locked in this trade, I would be okay if price came down and stopped me out because I already took a little bit of profits out. So worst case scenario, we come down, I get stopped out, and then I can look for another entry if the indications are still looking decent after I got stopped out. But I didn't get stopped out. The move bottomed, we put in a higher low, and since I wasn't stressing about this move down, I remained in this long, and I was able to come up and hit some more, take profits, and overall be more profitable from this trade. So essentially, what I am trying to do with this strategy is I am prioritizing locking in the trade and avoiding losses over trying to get the maximum profit from each trade. And in my mind, if you practice this and your TA keeps improving, theoretically you should be able to be profitable over time if you are able to consistently get good entries and lock in your trades ASAP while still managing your risk and knowing when to cut the trade out when you know that you're wrong. Then you should be able to win more trades than you lose. By using my TA to get good, confident entries where I'm pretty sure that we are going to get some sort of reaction, and then locking in the trade ASAP lets me limit my risk, and once I lock in the trade, eliminate my risk while still being able to take advantage of the larger move. And if the larger move happens and you don't end up getting stopped out, then you just have to worry about taking profits at the most significant levels. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate all of the support, everyone. It means a lot. And I will see you all on Sunday for my next video. Peace.